Hi, this is Shumi from OVERDRIVE, and if you're thinking that that's a nice looking, clean, shiny MM540, you're not looking at it fully, look down there. That's the new name of the car. This is the Thar CRDE 4x4, and lest I lead you on and make you believe that this is an MM540, it isn't, it only looks like one. Mahindra have gone back to their roots, as it were, and created a proper off-road oriented, family fun kind of vehicle, and they're calling it the Thar. The feedback said the car has to look like the MM540, which is why it does. There's the name again in chrome on the side. But what it is actually underneath is a hybrid Bolero and Scorpio chassis. Again, based on the feedback, this rather nice looking Jeep gets a 4x4 system from Borg Warner, and people said they didn't want to switch on the dash, which is why there was a manual shifter for 4 low and high. The low ratio is 2.58, which is pretty decent. Engines, this is the 4x4 top end model, has a 2.5 litre CRDE engine making 105 PS and 254 kgm of torque, which are very, very good numbers. And that's why Mahindra says that this car's top speed is 150 kilometers an hour. At the road test, we would love to find out how stable it feels at those kind of speeds, because naturally these kind of tall platforms don't really like that kind of high speeds. But if they've done the suspension job well, it should work out, and there's no reason to believe that they wouldn't have. Also, there are 2 other models of this car which look more or less the same, but they're not as jazzy as this because they're supposed to go to the rural markets. They're called the Thar DI. They have the direct injection engine, same 2.5 litre job. You can get 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. And just so you know, this car is 5.9 lakh rupees ex Bombay. December, you will see the launches of this car in Delhi, Bombay, Chandigarh, Bengaluru, Mangalore and Cochin. And by January, this car will also be available in the rest of the country. If you're living in a rural area and you're interested in the Thar DI, then the prices for the 2-wheel drive start at rupees 4.4 lakhs ex-showroom Jaipur. I was just driving the car around, and I have to say that it does feel really good. It is, at the end of the day, a Jeep, which is why things like, listen to the sound of this. It sounds thin and metallic, which is what it is, because this is it's a Jeep. It's a nice thin door, not like the fat, heavy doors that you normally get in cars. Mahindra have redone the dashboard. I'll start from the beginning. That's the AC vent, a grab bar, basic aircon. A music system is available. Air conditioning will come later. I think that's where the blanks are for that. That little stubby there, that's the 4x4 lever right there. And they've redone the instrument panels. Here we go. And you've got a rev counter, which I think, I don't know if you'll really use it, because I think this seems to have a lot of torque, so I'm not sure you'd need it. And there is a steering wheel here, which reminds me strongly of the Armada, except in the Armada's case, this bump was a hell of a lot larger, and it used to obscure a significant part of the meter when the car was turned, which this one is obviously not doing. This is a soft top, as you can see, officially a 7-seater, which is why the sideways seats. I'm told that putting bucket seats in as a replacement is not going to be very hard to do, and I assume that a lot of you will sort of move on from this. But it reminds you of a nice, rugged, old-school Jeep. I love that. It is definitely more refined than Jeeps that have gone before that do the off-road Jeep thing. And to drive, it felt very, very nice. The acceleration was very good, and I think at road test this will prove to be a very, very fun car to drive. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of mud flying, and since I'm on the subject, let me tell you that you can get this car in black, red, silver, and a whole bunch of colors. And you can also get it in beige. To me, don't buy the beige, because when you go off-road, your car will turn beige. And I think if you can do it often enough, you'll be happy. This is Shumi signing out.